Matrix, I hope you're ready now to learn about homeostasis. Homeostasis is a vitally important process that takes place in your body, and it kind of ties everything together that you've been learning about life processes in the human body. Have you ever wondered how your oven stays at the same temperature? You set your oven, let's say, for 200 degrees. The oven gets to 200 degrees and then it stays at 200 degrees. You don't have to fiddle with the knob, making it cooler, making it warmer. That is because it works with a thermostat. And a thermostat measures the temperature of the oven. It has a little metal plate. Once the metal plate reaches a certain temperature, the temperature that you've set the oven for, let's say 200 degrees, the little metal plate makes contact with a switch that turns the oven off. When the temperature of the oven drops too low, maybe to 195 degrees, the connection will once again be made and the oven will switch on again and it'll warm up to 200, and that's how a thermostat works. And in your body, you need to think of homeostasis as a kind of thermostat. But it's not only controlling temperature. Your homeostatic control systems in your body are controlling a great deal of different things. The word homeostasis means standing the same. So the homeo part means the same, the stasis means to stand. So when we talk about homeostasis, what we are referring to is the ability of the body to maintain a level, a balanced state within your internal environment. So it's the internal environment inside your body keeping it constant or balanced or level. The internal environment, what do we mean by that? Well, that is the immediate surroundings around all of your cells that make you up. And it's always a liquid in animals, in you, and we call this liquid extracellular fluid or tissue fluid. And the main constituent or the main ingredient of that is water. So your cells are they're stuck together, but they're bathed in this extra, meaning on the outside of cellular tissue fluid. And it's important that that tissue fluid remains constant in a variety of different ways. Now, what things need to be maintained at this constant level? We say in a variety of these factors that need to be controlled. Well, first of all, the level of carbon dioxide must be controlled. It's very important that you remember that when carbon dioxide levels build up, the carbon dioxide molecule joins to water to make a substance called carbonic acid. And too much carbonic acid in your body will lower the pH. And we know that when the pH is lowered, you're going to have problems with your enzymes working. So carbon dioxide levels must be kept stable. Nutrient levels must be kept stable. For example, glucose. If your glucose levels drop too low, your cells won't be able to get the glucose and you will not be able to undergo cellular respiration to produce ATP. And in essence, your cells will run out of energy and you will die. So it's important that glucose levels are kept constant. But too high a level of glucose in the cell or in the body, in your blood system in particular, is going to damage capillaries. And so it's not good to keep it low, it's not good to keep it very high. The levels of glucose have to be kept constant. Your hormones have to be kept constant too. Too much insulin and your body is going to clear itself. It's going to upload glucose into the cells and you'll have no glucose left circulating in the body. Too much growth hormone is going to have a negative effect on your bones, for example. So the level of hormones in the blood must be kept at constant levels. Of course, excretory wastes, the same as carbon dioxide, high levels of urea and other metabolic wastes are going to build toxins or poisons, and we can't have those. They are going to affect your enzymes, they are going to shut down certain metabolic processes, and you're going to get very ill or even die. We've already spoken about how pH is linked to carbon dioxide through carbonic acid, but other metabolic processes in your body also produce acids, or in some cases, alkaline substances, and so pH has to be maintained at a constant level. And finally, temperature. That's what we started off speaking about with the oven, but what we need to remember is that enzymes are temperature sensitive, and your body can't get too hot, it can't get too cool, or the enzymes won't work properly. And so we see that a whole host of different factors need to be maintained at a very constant level, and that is what we mean by homeostasis. The body has to constantly measure these factors. It has to regulate them up or regulate them down in order to keep them balanced. After the break, we'll focus on how that actually happens.